you know, you can expect hazardous travel later today with that, you know, that blizzard thing.
Oh, that blizzard thing. That blizzard thing. Oh, well, here's the report. The National Weather Service is calling for a big blizzard thing.
Yes, they are. But, you know, there's another reason why today is especially exciting.
Especially cold.
Especially cold, okay. But the big question on everybody's lips.
Yeah, their chapped lips.
On their chapped lips,
Chapped
right.
lips.
Do you think Phil's going to come out and see his shadow?
Punxsutawney Phil.
That's right, woodchuck chuckers. It's Groundhog Day! Get up and check that hog out there!
Yeah! Come here, Groundhog.
Well, here they come again. They heard that things were happening. With mics in front of faces, their lips begin a flapping. They talk about world and local news reports, and even Steph Mickles, cause she's a doggy whore. Corey says,
Man, it's a goddamn joke. Corruption is abundant and the POTUS is a hoax.
Stacy says,
Man, I'd like to act, but Americans are lazier than most, that's fact.
So go get a bowl, a spoon, and some cereal, and sit your ass down. It's time for AirWreckRadio.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking, and thank you for choosing AirWreckRadio. We'd like to apologize in advance if there's any inconvenience caused, but we're going down. It is the 16th day of September in the year 2013. I am Corey.
And I'm Stacy.
And this is the 19th consecutive episode of AirWreckRadio.
19 was a good year.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Which
19?
which one, but it was a good year.
I remember 19.
Jesus was fresh off the cross. Oh, you mean 19?
Yeah, 19.
AD. We have a tremendously amazing show planned for you, Wreckheads. We'll be discussing all sorts of great little news, tidbits, and headlines.
Some of them not so great.
Well, but the way we will deliver them to you will be amazing.
I hope so.
And of course, our trademark insightful banter. And until somebody pays us to fill this slot, check out Hideaway Brewery, the official beer of AirWreckRadio. Fake radio doing fake reads for real beer.
This week, the Hideaway is being sponsored by Keith Stone.
That's okay, because last week it was Coors.
How did you get a Coors?
You gave me one.
Jesus, I gave you that one way long ago.
I'm trying not to be absolutely shit-faced drunk this episode.
However are we going to make a radio show
I have
if we
no
don't
idea.
get shit-faced drunk?
It's going to suck. Well, it might have done that anyways. Please, folks, we need your help. Your friends at AirWreckRadio need your help.
Help us.
Help us become what you already know we are, the best podcast in Rochester.
Don't help us the way that Carolina cops help people.
Ooh, I like that slide it in style.
Don't help us like that.
Yeah, no, we don't want that kind of help.
We need better help than that, please.
No, the kind of help we need from you is easy. All you got to do is slide on down to our Facebook, our Twitter, or our website, which is
AirWreckRadio.com.
And you will find links for Best of Rochester 2013 competition.
I'd like to point out real quick that this isn't just easy. It's also kind of fun.
Yeah, it's actually, if you're a local listener, it's kind of fun for you to fill out this stuff. If you're not a local listener, we understand how you may not want to fill out more than one category. Now, we know you're dying to fill out Best Podcast. We know you're itching to.
Hell yeah.
But, while you're there, just put AirWreck Radio in every category, and then we will know that they understand what you're voting for.
You can't do that anymore.
I know.
That was only for the preliminaries.
I know.
I'm
Now
sad to
it's
say that
multiple choice.
we only made it for best podcast. I'm a little disappointed because we would have been a shoe-in for best podcast if we'd also been nominated for anything else. like best ballet studio, best place to get a drink.
Yeah, well, that's one of the best places to get a drink. But we need you to go down there. It's through a company called Survey Monkey, I guess. But a local newspaper, Rochester City Paper, holds this contest every year, and it determines who are the best of anything in the Rochester area. And we want to win because we are amazing.
We are amazing.
So do it.
Like corn.
We're better than corn. You know why? Not only are we delicious, we're digestible.
Hooray! Put us in your ears. You won't believe what your farts will sound like. Ugh. So, some of the example categories that you're going to find on this survey.
Hit me with it.
Are things, obviously the number one right out of the box question is best pizza.
Mark's Pizzeria, hands down.
Mark's Pizzeria is one of the choices. They also have Pizza Stop, Pontillo's, and Salvatore's. I gotta say, I'm a little toss-uppy between Salvatore's and Mark's Pizza.
And Sal's is local. Soccer Sam's a local gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm
not into Pontillo's, though. I don't think I've ever had their pizza. To me, it's like Little Caesars.
No, it's way better than Little Caesars. I mean, it's not Domino's. It is the national chain version of a pizzeria. I mean, it's as close to Mark's you're going to get in Pennsylvania. No. Papa John's is the closest thing to pizza that's not Domino's. That also costs $9.
Pizza.
Okay, that too. That costs like $6. Whatever. But no, Pontillo's is like the national chain version of Mark's. It's the same pizzeria style brick oven pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like a Little Caesars or a Papa John's.
Whatever. You can't vote for them on this anyway. Oh wait, Pontillo's you can. I'm sorry. Yes, you can. Your point is somewhat valid. Other choices. Next on the survey is best gourmet burger. I thought that was a weird question because, I know.
Red Robin. Sorry, I know it's not local at all, but it's the only gourmet burger place I can think of.
We actually only just got one of those.
I know.
I don't know what a gourmet burger is. To me, that means a burger that's not from McDonald's or Wendy's or Burger King.
Oh, a nice thick slab of good Angus meat. Nice fancy topping. Throw a little crumbled blue cheese with some Swiss.
I vote for the burger at the Mushroom Swiss Burger, actually, at the T&G in Lakeville, New York.
Good pick.
That would be my vote. Because they make a delicious burger.
I don't know if that is a gourmet burger, but it is
to me
tasty fucking burger.
That is a good burger. Go to T&G in Lakeville for lunch
take your
sometime.
ass out there.
It's very good eating. Now that plug for no reason is out of the way.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
The options you actually have are Brick and Mortar, Frog Pond, the Gatehouse, and Good Luck. All of these places have shitty names except Brick and Mortar. So
the Brick and Mortar's pretty good.
I'm sorry, Brick and Motor. So I kind of like that name.
I don't know any of these places, so C.
Yeah, I actually checked the Gatehouse for that. Best place in Rochester for a plate is number 9.
Okay.
Dogtown, Empire Hots, Mark's Texas Hots, Nick Tahoe's.
Tahoe's only deserves to be on that list for one reason.
Posterity.
They invented it. Yeah. Past that, they're not the best plate.
Hell no.
Not by a mile.
No, they cut way back on their stuff.
There's a million bars that are better plates than Tahoe's.
You ever had one of my plates?
No.
Delicious.
So my old man loves making his plates too.
The plate I made with your old man's hot sauce was also delicious.
Delicious.
He makes a good hot sauce.
I went for Harbor Hots. My choice.
On the Habba?
On the plate. On the Habba, yeah, for the plate. But they didn't make it.
No,
not on the final list.
Best Mexican restaurant. None of these is Taco Bell. So
is Moe's not on there?
I've never even been there.
Moe's is delicious.
People tell me it is all the time. I gotta go there. John's Tex-Mex, La Casa, Monte Alban,
Isn't that the one
and
across?
Salinas.
Isn't that the one in the South Wedge that John's Tex-Mex one?
Yes.
That our friend always raves about?
Yes.
Yes. All right, they should get the vote then.
On South Ave.
Yeah. Well, somebody knows that it's good. They should get the vote then.
All right, they get the vote. Best Italian restaurant. Guido's Pasta Villa,
What?
Mario's,
What?
Ristorante Luciano.
Luciano's is not bad.
Rocco is the last one.
Red Fidels and Mr. Dominic's didn't make this list.
Nope.
Then people who know what they're talking about aren't voting.
I'm going to go with Mario's because,
Via Bruzzi.
I'm not just a customer. I am his special guest.
Okay.
Best Indian restaurant.
The one on East Henrietta Road in Jefferson is the only one I know exists. So that one. Namaste.
Their choices are a place I'm never going to go, a place I'm never going to go, a place I'm never going to go,
And a
place I'm never going to go. So I'm going to vote for one of those. Best Mediterranean restaurant kind of goes the same kind of. I don't know. I don't even know what Mediterranean food is. What is it? Greek food?
Greek food.
Yeah. Feta cheese and
Like,
big ass olives and
technically,
shit.
Egypt's Mediterranean. So
Yeah. Give me some sand bread.
yeah, that's what I mean.
Can I have some sand bread and anarchy? I heard you served Egyptian food here.
Pretty much when you go for Mediterranean food, you're looking for Greek food.
Best sushi and Wegmans isn't on the list.
Yeah, that's. I don't even like sushi. That's why I would have went with Wegmans because everybody
That's
raves about
retarded
it.
to me that Wegmans isn't. We got Bonsai, California Rollin', Plumhouse, Shiki.
Well, they're real. They're not Wegmans. Wegmans can win for best grocery store.
I've been to
grocery
two of
store.
those places, and I gotta say, Plumhouse makes a damn good sushi.
Okay, then they should win. Wegmans should get grocery store, not.
They have that Wegmans
Individual
doesn't even have.
food.
There's not a topic for grocery store because duh. Wegmans would have won in the preliminaries, you know.
Wait, people vote for Tops?
There's
and
actually
Aldi's?
one of the categories is best place to take an out of towner, and Wegmans is one of the options. This is a grocery store. They're gonna be like, this is not a grocery store. This is something sick and perverted.
This is the most extravagant excuse of a grocery store I've ever seen. When we should say, hey, take them to High Falls, the natural occurring scenic view thingy where all the hip bars are.
There's no hip bars down there anymore.
Well, there used to be.
There used to be, yeah.
Now they're the
Now it's a great place to get a ticket or a DWI or a knife wound or
Yeah, that's a good point.
a red light camera ticket.
That's a good point. Go to the Wedge.
Yeah, not a big fan of downtown. They have not made it friendly to people.
All right, next category.
Best gluten-free options.
Man, go fuck yourself.
How exciting!
I'm waiting on the edge of my seat for this one.
It's cookies, cake, and compromises. But this is really important for some people, not for me.
More me.
Eli's gluten-free bakery.
Ooh.
It's a very nice name.
Eli is
Sexy.
allergic to gluten.
Harry G's.
Ooh.
Sounds kind of like a place where I would buy cigarettes if I was still a smoker.
Yeah, Harry G's sounds like a decent bar.
It sounds to me like
Harry
like
G's Tavern.
a service station with an Indian guy.
But it should be HAIRY G apostrophe S
Yeah.
Tavern.
Harry G's Tavern. Gross. Everything's sticky at Harry G's. Natural.
What's stuck in my tooth?
Best gluten-free options. Whatever it is, it's gluten-free. Whatever's stuck in your tooth. Yeah. Natural Oasis and Owl House are the last two of those. I'm going to go with Owl House because I like Harry Potter.
Good name.
Yeah.
I do kind of like Harry G's.
Yeah, that's another reason to... Whatever. I'm not going to complicate that. Best restaurant for delivery. Large Pizzeria wins, so we're not... Soul Burrito's on there. I didn't know that they delivered.
Neither did I.
If they deliver out here, I might try some Soul Burrito. But I'm not driving to, I think, Irondequoit for that shit.
No clue.
Best buffet. I can't even believe that this is... China Buffet on Jefferson Road
Is actually
Got
the
a
Super
nomination
Grand
for this.
Buffet It is not the China buffet. It's a super grand buffet, and it is delicious.
No, China Buffet's in the corner by Thali of India.
Oh, that's right. It's down Jefferson Road.
Yeah.
I was thinking super grand on
No, that's
Jefferson
in,
and East.
In Southtown Plaza you're thinking of.
No, super grand is in Tops Plaza.
Taps
Plaza on
Taps
Jefferson
Plaza.
and East Henrietta Road.
Yeah, you got to go down to Taps Plaza.
Which where Moe's is.
Get some of that, whatever we're talking about.
Moving on with the directions on the radio.
China Buffet. I select them because I like saying buffet.
What about Golden Corral?
Nope.
Didn't make the list?
Mm-mm.
Mario
Mario's,
just opened last month.
Thali of India, and Espada. Espada.
Okay.
Best specialty food shop?
Lori's Natural Foods.
All right, I'll vote for that.
Only because they had a good advertising campaign 10, 15 years ago.
Lori's Natural.
Yeah, that's the one.
That fucking strawberry lady was ugly as sin. Do you remember how hideous she was? Like, the apple chick was cute, but the fucking strawberry, oh my god, she looked like Billy Joe from fucking Green Day on heroin and a roller coaster.
But, you know, the grape, I'm not into purple chicks.
That's racist. Some people are just very black, dude. You don't have to call them purple, though. Best coffee shop. Boulder Coffee, Java's Joe Bean Coffee, Starry Nights. I went Boulder Coffee.
I'd go Starry Nights. I don't even like coffee, but I do like Starry Nights is gig.
Now, I'm going to skip a few here.
1, 2, skip a few, 99.
Still skipping a few. Still skipping a few. But I feel free to fill up this dead space.
No, I'd rather just watch you
With
skip
words.
a few uncomfortably. That's much more fun to me. What would I fill up this empty space with? Just random bantering is how I'm going to fill empty space? Oh, ba-doo-boom. What is your problem? You can't just skip?
I was reading them for myself.
Oh, that helps on the radio, you fuck.
Best local politician.
Oh. Do I have to?
Lisa Jacques Hawkways. I don't know how to say her last name. I should. I don't. Tom Richards. I thought that one made me chuckle a little bit. Joe Robach. Oh, Louise Slaughter made the list.
How did that happen?
Oh, I'll tell you how. She bought her way onto the list.
Oh, yeah.
Duh.
Wow, is that stone-faced, miserable bitch not deserve to be on this list at all? Get the hell away from me. Nothing? You got nothing?
I'm trying to get to the fucking...
You suck at scrolling.
One. No, eat me. I do suck at scrolling. Very sensitive about it. I don't know why you had to go there, man.
Because I had nowhere else to go. I got nowhere else to go, man.
Best local podcast. There's the important one.
There's the important
Well,
one.
excuse me. It's number 76.
So who are we voting for that number 76? What are the choices?
Our choices are Second Print Podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fine podcast.
Don't vote for them.
Don't fucking vote for them.
Terrible podcast. Listen to it all the time.
Fine podcast. Still don't vote for them.
Enjoy it very well, but it's awful. You don't want to vote for them.
Jerks.
AirWreckRadio. I don't know who those guys are,
I bet you they're fucking amazing.
but they
though.
stole
They got
our
a great name
with a lowercase w. Like,
yeah, I don't know how, and it's 2 words. I don't know what
they
happened.
spelled our name wrong,
They destroyed our name.
which kind of breaks my heart a little bit. But as a dude named
it's a
Stacy,
branding thing.
kind of used to it.
Well, yeah, but our name's a branding thing.
Rochester Insomniac.
Is
I think that's actually part of the next one.
it part of the next one?
Rockpodcast.com.
Well, good for them for self-promoting Rochester Insomniacs.
Yeah.
Rockpodcasters.com. That's an interesting one. I know they got a bunch of local podcasts. Many of them fine local podcasts.
Oh, and perhaps in the near future, one more fine
You never
podcast.
know.
And then lastly, the Stuart Badasso Show. I am not in love with the name of that one, but I'm willing to listen to it before I be a dick about it.
If you name your podcast after your own name, fuck you. Unless you were already famous and everybody knows your name or had easy access to your name to begin with, unless you're already in IMDb and you name your podcast the My Name Here Show, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
You don't tell anybody what your show's about at all. There's no spin. There's no cleverness to it. It's just your name. But unless you're important, I don't give a fuck about you.
Who was Oprah before she was Oprah?
She's done TV. We're talking about podcasts.
Oh, I see. It's a major...
Yes, it's a major difference because there's not a lot of amateurs doing television. There are a lot of amateurs doing podcasts.
Yeah,
there's
there
a
are.
big difference. Big difference. She had to work her way up and get a job in television. She had to go broadcasting school, the whole deal. It's not the same thing as amateur podcasting.
Yeah, she was still nobody who named her show after herself.
On television, not fucking podcasts, that there are over 500,000 traceable feeded podcasts.
I feel like if I continue to go on this thing that I don't give a shit about,
my head's gonna
I'm pretty
explode.
sure that I can explode your head on the radio for people. Because I don't care. I'm just
fine. Fucking do one more category, you fuck.
Oh, best local podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Your options are AirWreckRadio.
Okay.
AirWreckRadio.
Okay, yes, fine, yes.
AirWreckRadio.
All right, yeah.
AirWreckRadio.
That's 4, okay, yeah.
And lastly, AirWreckRadio.
Oh, put me down for...
Give
me, shit, it's a tough one. Give me AirWreckRadio.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
I got you marked down for AirWreckRadio. Now we just scroll down to the bottom of the page, hit submit.
And we're done.
And we've voted live.
Great.
It's that fun and easy, folks.
And interesting. It is fun to do. Thank you for doing it because we need you to do it because we need your help. So besides trying to win a local contest of podcasting, what has been going on in your life, sir?
Oh, you know, the same old, same old. I'm gonna cut my wrist off soon, I guess.
Oh, yeah, ouchie.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I jacked it up.
Oh, ow.
And then I had to lift up my bike, and that didn't help things. It was getting better, too, but...
And then you fucked it up some more?
Yeah, shit happens.
Ow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. That's a rough one, pal. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That your whacking off hand is broken.
Actually, it's my left hand.
I'm sorry, the stranger's
it's
broken.
It's the stranger.
Anything else interesting happen in your life?
Went to Lime Rock Motor Speedway.
Oh, our loyal listeners will remember that from quite a few episodes back. We had Trevor Years of Years Motorsports on. They raced down at Lime Rock.
They raced micro sprint.
Yes.
Dirt track, oval race, 8-mile track. They drive like hell in those little things.
Yeah, they do.
They got like motorcycle engines on them, man. Those things screw.
And the giant spoilers.
Yeah, big goofy ass spoilers. Only on some of the cars though.
Yeah, well, you'll see those ones handle turns a little bit better.
Yeah,
but it slows you down.
They definitely. It's only $3 to go. Totally worth $3 to go. Like $3 a head.
Yeah, just to go sit in the grandstand.
But they did at halftime. They did autograph nights, so all the girls.
That's cool.
The girls got to go and get autograph pictures signed by all the racers and shit. That was pretty cool.
Did you punch Trevor when you got to him?
No.
Damn.
He was first in line. I didn't want to make a scene at the front of the line.
If he was somewhere in the middle, I'd have knocked him right over.
No, he was first in line.
Poor Trevor. You'd be afraid to knock him over. You'd be afraid he'd break something.
Yeah.
Poor kid. We love you, Trevor.
But that stuff's cool, man. Go and do that. But I do recommend that you stop at the McDonald's in Caledonia or something first.
Okay.
Because the food pricing...
Concession's not good.
Because it's standard concession fee, but you expect it to be a little bit better for something like that.
But they're only charging you $3 at the gate, so they got to make their money somewhere.
I think $7 on a fucking hot dog is a little absurd.
That's a little ridiculous, I guess so. But you got to make your money somewhere, and $3 at the gate's barely covering the guy who runs the gate and the parking attendant.
You want to sell me a $7 hot dog? That's fine. But it better be a $7 hot dog.
What would be a $7 hot dog?
Like that, like a muck dog at the Wings games.
Okay.
That would be a $7 hot dog.
Doubt it even costs $7 at the Wings
It does,
game.
absolutely.
Does it, yeah?
Oh, for sure. It's probably more, and I would pay more. It's a very good hot dog.
It's a very good hot dog.
Yeah.
It's a delicious hot dog.
Have you ever
from your wonderful concession stands?
Have you ever had a muck dog?
No. I fill up on the Red Osier roast beef sandwiches when I go to the Red Wings games.
Oh, fair enough. Everybody's got their thing.
Oh, so
and you
good.
can only get that shit there too. That's what keeps me going to Wings games.
That's the only reason I go.
That and
it's
the
for
skin
$8
cancer.
at a pop. I can have Red Hose roast beef sandwiches.
Yeah.
And $7 a beer.
Yeah. About that. That's why you bring a flask.
Yeah, I'm going to
dude.
start singing a flask in.
Then you just get Pepsi at $7 a fucking liter.
Well, I guess that
covers the weekend.
That covers the weekend because I didn't really do anything other than recover from working because I'm not used to.
Yeah.
A lot of miles in this job.
Miles of walking?
Yeah.
Yes.
Lots of miles of walking
Yeah.
that I'm just not used to from sitting doing podcasts for the last 3 months.
Yeah. It's good, though.
Yeah, it's good for me.
Good thing.
Thank you for joining us on AirWreckRadio.
Oh, are we doing that?
I was gonna fucking bump out to the break, burp into the microphone once.
Promptly give our people the headlines then, so that they know.
Oh yes, what can we expect in the next break, sir?
I would.
What
like
are they
to tell
holding
you.
through the music for? Besides our brilliant production in between.
And some other people's brilliant music.
Yes, of course, genius music.
The headlines this fine evening, consist of algae that eats your brain. One man's chump is another man's chump too.
I don't think that's how that saying goes.
It is this
George.
time. Mindy's new haircut makes the new Miss America look like a jihadist.
Listen, I don't even have smart comments. I'm just mad.
To watch the Mindy Project, do you?
No,
It's hilarious.
I don't get the reference, and then but what the story's about just makes me so mad. I don't even have comments.
Oh, I see. I don't like her hair short either. It's ridiculous. Cops go on a shooting spree.
Again.
Aaron Alexis goes on a shooting spree.
Who?
No jokes for this one. A Texas man serves up some righteous comeuppance. Those are going to be your headline news stories. Comeuppance.
I applaud your use of a thesaurus.
I always liked when they yelled at Benny in the Mummy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When little Benny was like a turncoat.
The little scumbag one. Yeah.
And one of the good guys was like, "You're gonna get your comeuppance," and I was like, "That's
comeuppance." It's a long. You're gonna rue the day.
Yeah, rue the day.
Rue the day. All right.
So those are the headlines.
Enough making light.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us on AirWreckRadio. Remember, if you haven't gotten the message yet, in this break, there's 2 things you need to remember. 1, AirWreckRadio, best podcast ever. Thank you for agreeing with me. 2, know it, feel it, be it, vote it, get your ass online and vote for us. You have to make it happen. We're so much want it to happen, we gave it an entire break.
Vote early, then reset your cookies,
and vote
often.
Oh, are we not supposed to fuck them? Thank you for joining us.
I'm talking about gluten-free cookies, dude.
On AirWreckRadio.
What? Oh, right. Time for a crime spree. MC Frontalot, the arch criminal, for some reason I sought by authorities. The bar been running wild for days. They is surely gonna track me down. I'm the #1 menace for miles around. With the littering, the loitering, the mattress tags, all the pirated MP3s I grabs off the cable I stole. Certain bathroom all I wrote on. Now I'm so cruel and cold, you put a code on. Even cheat on my tax.
On this life of crime, there could be no turning back.
Riding all around on my bike with no helmet. Commit mail fraud whenever I see a mailman. Got a jaywalking ticket, I crumbled it up. Still bump the bootleg, cause I'm hanging. Crime spree that I'm on. Breaking the law until the break of the dawn. Then I'll break it again, then I'll break it some more.
MC Frontalot, you're so hardcore.
Crime spree that I'm on. Breaking the law until the break of the dawn. Now it seems like I break it all the time. This MC led a life of crime.
Yeah, we got APB out on all rappers who are not MC Frontalot. They're dangerous, they have guns.
Harder than a criminal's supposed to be. Most of the FBI heard of this MC. Called them up just to check. This here's the front a lot, and I expect that y'all are tracking me down. Cat in the mouse, gearing it up for some chasing around. I mean, you name it, I done it. Slandering, pandering, a couple hundred uncleared samples I rock per track. FBI's like, we're busy, we'll call you back. Yeah, if you can find me, leave a trail of violated statutes behind me. Winding in an impossible way, cause hard as I am, I don't think that I can take prison for even a day.
Nah, guys, you should live lawfully.
Too late. Spree that I'm on. Breaking the law until the break of the dawn. Then I'll break it again, then I'll break it some more.
MC Frontalot, you're so hardcore.
Crime spree that I'm on. Breaking the law until the break of the dawn. Now it seems like I break this MC lit a light bulb.
Finally, a show for the people. Men of such sensitivity and caring.
And I'm sorry to any of our black listeners.
We have black listeners? Men of such professionalism and style.
Clearly I fucked up.
Ah, I thought that's what it looked like when you were in control.
Right, now shut up.
Men of integrity.
I was more worried about midget porn, but you have a good point about,
I was trying to be, to reach the broader audience than the...
I don't do that.
And men of courage.
You fucking kidding me? Oh my god, we're terrible at this.
It can only be AirWreckRadio.
Welcome back to AirWreck Radio.
Good job.
You're welcome. Thanks for good jobbing over my awesome bringback, dude. It's time for Headline News.
Headline News.
I wish that we had the music on a soundboard, because I really want to listen to it. Tonight in the headlines, I think we'll start with algae that eats your brain. We gotta get this one out before our brains are eaten.
I think it's too late for many of us.
Well, many of you.
Little do you know that you have a jellyfish on the side of your head.
That doesn't even make sense. Algae and jellyfish are different.
Move on.
Jellyfish are potentially immortal. Not all of them, but a certain kind of them.
Oh, because they regenerate.
They are potentially.
So quickly.
They do not die of natural causes. But if you eat them, they die. If you cut them, if they're wounded badly. But that's jellyfish. Tonight in the news.
Gonna electrocute the oceans and kill it all.
Brain-eating algae. Yeah, no, we're gonna irradiate the oceans.
Oh, we're already working on that.
Keep up. Algae eats your brain. Am I doing this story?
Yeah, because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I thought you told me this story.
No, we found the story on lunch.
Algae ate our brains.
Is that all you got? Is algae ate your brain? No other details whatsoever. Would you like me to look it up and we can
There's a
reference
brain-eating algae on the loose. It lives primarily in very southern areas.
It's on the loose. It's on the loose.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's escaped from a zoo. Call the police.
There's an algae on the loose.
You.
It generally likes to stay in the southern areas, but due to warming, it's moving northward pretty significantly. And recently, scientists found that the amoeba has gotten its way into the Louisiana Parish water supply.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, problem solved.
Yeah, I know that they're gonna starve that algae out.
I'm glad we had the same joke.
The lady I bought my house from now lives in Louisiana. Stupid.
I'm glad we had the same joke.
Yeah. Anyway, apparently neither one of us did much research or reading on this story. And
no.
It's worth a laugh. Louisiana discovers that in their water supply is a brain-eating algae.
In their public water supply.
It's actually not worth
algae.
a laugh because it is. It's fatal if you contract this and don't catch it early.
Well, usually things that eat your brain, fatal.
Well, you'd think though, an algae. Come on, it's so little.
Oh well, so syphilis.
I guess that's probably a valid point.
Very little. Make Swiss cheese out of your brain.
Does
Sure will.
syphilis kill people?
If it's left unchecked, it will make Swiss cheese out of your brain,
Really?
drive you mad, and then eventually kill you.
Huh. You know a lot about syphilis.
Yeah.
That's strange. Moving right along to your story. One man's chump is another man's chump too.
I'm still pretty sure that is not how that saying goes. Either way, I quote a gentleman named Glenn.
Dost thou quith at me?
I quith you with my thumb. Glenn James said, "Even if I were desperate for money, I would not have kept even a penny."
Who's Glenn James?
A homeless man in Boston who said, "God has always very well looked after me."
Why is anybody listening to what a homeless man says? I already forgot his name. He doesn't even have a house.
Glenn James was honored on Monday for returning a Chinese visitor's lost backpack.
Why's it got to be about race?
That contained $2,400 in cash. Cash. Cold hard cash.
Cash.
And nearly $40,000 in traveler's checks and passports.
Holy monkey. No wonder this guy's homeless. He's an idiot.
Holy monkey? Holy monkey?
Yeah, holy monkey.
And I'm the one who's
don't
racist.
question the holy monkey, dude.
And I'm the one who's racist. Though he has been homeless for several years, Glenn James said in a written statement, "Even if I were desperate for money, I would have not kept even a penny of the money that I found." He flagged down a police officer on Saturday after finding the bag in the South Bay Center in Dorchester, outside of Boston. Boston.
I'm going over to Dorchester.
So is this guy a fucking moron? Because traveler's checks may be easy to cash.
Maybe he's just a good guy.
Or is this a good guy? Or is he a crazy homeless guy who doesn't really understand what he just did?
That's a very bleak way to look at homeless people. I mean, I fucking have no sympathy for most of the homeless people.
Most homeless people are homeless because they are either mentally deranged, and I believe I'm using a soft word, or they have a drug problem. I would say that 90% of the homeless, and now that's not an actual statistic, that is what I'm pontificating, but 90% of the fucking homeless people are either outside of their mind or on fucking dope.
You don't have to take your dick out to pontificate. It's not necessary.
Ugh, you're a dope.
I didn't know this guy was homeless.
Homeless.
Jesus, I thought he was stupid when I thought he was a working man. He's homeless? What a fucking moron.
Homeless.
Somebody give this guy a job. Ugh. Speaking of jobs, I heard the most ridiculous thing today on a podcast I listened to.
Oh, okay.
Little side note. Some guy called in and he was talking about giving McDonald's employees a $15 an hour minimum wage.
They've been talking about that for like 2 years now.
Jesus Christ.
You know why that is, right?
No.
There's no manufacturing jobs left. That was the bulk of the blue-collar work in this country, was building stuff. And now that it's all gone, the blue-collar workers have all turned to food service. So now you got moms and dads who are working at McDonald's trying to raise kids and pay for summer camp that need to make $15 an hour to fucking be able to survive. When fast food, especially pizza places, delivery boys, are for college kids and teenagers and old people who are on retirement jobs. They're not for me and you who are trying to support families. But that's what happened with the total loss of any kind of blue-collar workforce in this country.
I see the value of doing this at McDonald's, but it is this guy was talking about how it would put upward pressure on the pay scale. No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, it would. Any boost like that at the minimum wage jobs would put an upward pressure on everybody else's pay scale. But guess what would happen? Everybody else would get a raise and inflation would triple.
Right. Because that money's got to come out of somewhere, and it's
And
not
then we're
coming out of the
spending-
rich man's fucking pocket.
It doesn't exist. Now we're spending even more imaginary fuck money.
Right.
You get your check gets direct deposited, right?
Yes.
You don't actually receive cash.
Nope.
Which is, cash in itself is imaginary, other than it's a physical thing
Right.
that you think means something.
Yeah.
So you don't actually. You're not actually. You get fake money. You get mythical money.
If I can spend it on real things, I feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it's so even if we make you make more money, it's still not real. There's no real backing for it. You know what I mean? It's not like based on something.
Dude, I think you're confusing money for God.
Oh no, that's what the entire world does.
Oh, that's right. Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure if there is a religions and there is a mythical positive and negative creatures, I'm pretty sure money's the devil. I'm pretty sure in God we trust on the back of a dollar bill is kind of a joke when money's pretty much as evil as it gets. It is the root of all evil.
That can't be right. Money's going to cure cancer someday.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, God, I can't. We don't have enough show for this. I can't do this.
Money is what it takes to save little puppies and dolphins and
cue the Sarah McLachlan song
and panda bears.
Oh, panda bears!
And you need money.
Here's $20.
You need money to feed the children.
What children? I do have money to feed the children.
It doesn't matter which children. All of them. Money can't be the devil. It does so much good in the world.
You had to choose food, right?
Yeah.
Did you specifically choose food, knowing how mad that was going to make me food?
I was actually talking about children.
But
so it's funny that you went to food out of that statement.
Out of the things we're talking about with money. Food. Food. The shit that grows out of the fucking ground.
How much food do you think a homeless man could have bought with $40,000 in traveler's checks? What a fucking moron!
I like to bring back though. That was quality.
Ugh.
That was quality. Quick point. It's food, water, air, plants. Moving on.
Yeah, grow your own and then it's free.
Oh, okay. Moving on.
Mindy's new haircut makes the new Miss America look like a jihadist.
Don't get the reference, but I do know the news story.
Mindy is from a TV show. It's called The Mindy Project. It's kind of like The Office, sort of, meets Scrubs a little bit. It's very funny.
Okay. Like a medical-based kind of office humor?
Yeah, she's a doctor.
Okay.
With like a practice or something. And she
rubs her vagina.
I'm not sure what
that's what I caught. Visual
She's an
cues
Indian
were
woman
great on
and
the
she
internet- on the radio.
has a short haircut this season.
Okay.
So that's the Mindy thing. I saw it on the football commercials and I was like, I don't like Mindy's new haircut at all. And then I was like, I can't believe I have feelings about this.
Oh, Mindy.
But the other half of this story...
Miss America crowns the very first winner of Indian descent.
We crowned a terrorist king of Miss America? That doesn't make
King
sense.
of Miss America. And critics slam her as an Arab terrorist.
Ooh, yeah! You can't be an Indian. We'll slam you. Snap into an Indian.
Oh, yeah. Miss New York spent her first press conference defending herself from angry viewers calling her un-American in Arab and Indonesian.
We don't want no
Stop.
foreigners.
Stop. Before we even get into the meat of this fucking story,
You're not going to stop me for long, so you better get it out.
I want to point out how fucking racist this headline is. ... Herself from angry viewers calling her un-American, Arab, and Indonesian. This sentence is implying that the words Arab and Indonesian are insults.
That's a good point.
Quote, I have to rise above that after the contestant won the coveted crown.
Hold on now. Is that your personal point on that article?
What the... That is very racist,
saying
what they said?
that is...
What they wrote is that's fucking racist. Yes, that's me.
Your point is that to imply that to call somebody Arab is an insult?
No. The fact that to imply that calling somebody Arab is an insult is something racist to say, but that's not my whole meat of the story.
No, I understand, but that's a very terrific point.
Just calling somebody an ethnic group as an insult is fucking extremely... I think it's the same thing as saying kike.
Yeah. I think that when a lot of people read stories like that, and I think when a lot of journalists read stories like that, they're not reading them the way that you're reading them, and I wish that they were, because the way that you read them sometimes points out a little niche-y thing that is a very important point about the way we use language.
And the way we perceive things, absolutely.
When journalists lump things like Arab in with things like caca-head or whatever the real insults were.
Perfect, though. Yeah, caca-head. I love it.
It sounds like maybe calling somebody a different race
is
insulting. Now, certainly people of Haitian descent would feel insulted if you called them Mexican.
If this sentence read, ... defending herself from angry viewers calling her un-American, black, or Jamaican, bombs would have went off.
Bombs.
Somebody would have bombed the Daily News. By the way,
who the fuck is you talking to? My shit is the bomb.
By the way, NewYorkDailyNews.com, the Daily News is the article I'm reading.
Yeah.
If that sentence read un-American and or black, people would have automatically gone, that's fucking racist.
It's okay to be against racist against the people we're constantly blowing up, Corey.
No, it's not.
No, it totally is. It's looked up upon. You get a bonus for it in TV.
So this girl's Indian. First off, she qualifies to be Miss America, which means she's an American citizen.
She's an American Indian with a feather and everything?
No.
That's not even a foreigner.
No.
Oh, she's with a dot.
She's a dot Indian. Clearly Indian. I mean, very Indian.
Yeah.
Good looking. I mean, she's not that she's not hot.
She's no Jasmine.
Well,
because
maybe
Jasmine was Arabic.
Yeah, and she's Indian.
Right.
Which is the distinction of this article.
She's also no Mulan, because Mulan was
Japanese.
Chinese, sir.
Was she Chinese?
Yes, absolutely. Chinese.
Whatever. Now I'm being racist.
Also, she's no Ariel. Ariel was a mermaid.
Yes, clearly. Very white mermaid.
Mermaids have fish-smelling pussies.
Mermaids have pussies?
I don't know. But if they did, I bet they smell like fish.
That just made the highlight clip.
Terrific.
I think, I don't know that
Miss America is a terrorist?
I'm so mad. I don't even know where to go with this.
That's a little insane.
She's just Indian, like of Indian descent.
I'm pretty sure that makes her a terrorist.
No!
The FAA would beg to differ, sir. Don't you remember 9/11?
Clearly.
We're still a target, Corey, and we need to profile all them fucking brown people.
Not from the fucking Indians.
Miss America is a terrorist.
Miss America's not a terrorist.
And a foreigner. And not
how the hell did a foreigner make goddamn Miss America?
That's retarded.
That's retarded.
So what you're saying is that Miss America is probably not actually a terrorist, or in fact, Arabic,
Arabic, Muslim,
but if
not from that part of the world at all.
But what if she was? What if she was Arabic? Do you think it would make her
to me
any more of a terrorist?
No, it'd make her a hot chick who won a hot chick crown.
Right. Yay for you for taking the veil off.
Yeah, even more, it's a good point.
Although she doesn't wear a veil, she's Indian.
How the fuck does a foreigner win Miss America? One man tweets after her historic win.
Sir, I'd like to inform you that this is America.
We're
all foreigners.
anybody has noticed, I spent this entire article talking about it and avoiding her name.
Ooh, Corey, who is Miss New York from the beautiful state of New York?
Miss America, who is from the beautiful state of New York's name is Nina
Haladuba Luck Luck.
Daveluri.
I was close.
Devil Uri.
I think it might be Uri.
I don't know.
I don't have it in front of me.
I can't stand the pressure, man.
God damn it. Text, will you just talk to me? Hold your microphone really close to the screen. And folks, if you're listening, put your listening device really close to your ear.
All right, you ready?
And Corey's going to, through his microphone and your ear, show you how to pronounce her name.
All right, ready?
Ready.
Now
you try to say it, and we'll listen, folks. None of you is close.
Not even close.
Murdered it.
I'm sure you're pretty sure there's a V in there. All right. What's next, dude? I'm done.
Cops go on a shooting spree.
Oh, okay.
From CNN.com. Jonathan Farrell, a 24-year-old North Carolina man, suffered a severe... Now I'm going to stop here.
Severe...
Police responded to a 911 call.
Okay. I'm going to try to follow along because I've been having a hard time.
That's okay. I'm going to make it really twisty and curvy for you because...
Sweet.
Because.
All right.
Cops responded to a homeowner's call that there was a man banging on her door.
All right.
Cops showed up. There was 3 cops and 1 man. And the man turned. From basic reports, the man turned and ran towards the cops.
Whose reports?
The survivors. So the police.
The police.
And
no other eyewitnesses?
Perhaps the woman that called 911.
I'd like to know that information.
Well,
we
don't have it yet. It's a pretty fresh story.
We'll look it up for.
So this guy,
it's
Jonathan Farrell, he ran at the cops, and the cops tried to stop him with a. One cop tried to stop him with tried to stop him with a taser, I think. Sorry, I don't have this all correct.
Tried to stop him with a taser?
You can miss with a taser.
We think is what happened?
You can miss with a taser.
Okay, or hit him dead in the chest and it didn't stop him.
Another cop shot him dead. Fired several times. Now, picture this.
Wow.
You're responding to a 911 call.
Okay.
I think
all right,
it
I'm going to
stands
try
to
to be
reason
fair.
That you're facing the house as a police officer.
Yeah.
Where the 911 caller resides and probably is at a door window.
Makes sense. He's already he's either in the driveway or on the stoop.
Dude comes running for you.
You're going to come up behind him.
You reach for your gun and start shooting at the house. So the cop shot this guy. Now I'm going to continue this story now that we have the cops end of it.
Okay, so let me just make sure I'm getting my facts straight.
Okay.
Because I don't want to start screaming and be screaming at the wrong people.
That's good.
Patience. This story just gives me the feeling that I might start yelling.
Oh, I expect there should be some yelling.
Police respond to a 911 call.
Correct.
Of some kind of disturbance at a residence.
Yes.
They arrive on scene, 3 of them.
Yes.
That seems like a lot of cops for a 911 call, but okay. Maybe they were bored. And here's a guy, presumably large enough to be intimidating, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Factually, he is. I left that detail out.
Okay.
He is a big guy.
Turned angrily and ran at the police.
Well,
now their first attempts to... I'm getting the police's side of this. He angrily ran at the police, charging as if you would. Their first attempts to subdue the man failed. So their next step was lethal force.
Apparently.
And an empty clip.
Now, if you'll recall,
okay,
You've got your facts pretty well straight there.
Oh,
Shooting towards a home
okay.
known
towards
to
the
be
home.
occupied by people.
Okay, human beings?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why don't we share the same people? Talking
Yeah.
about the same kind of people here.
Bald monkeys.
All right, yeah. Those are the ones.
Bald monkeys being all people, I would like to clarify that I most
That
certainly
did
meant,
come off kind of racist, didn't
I
it?
most certainly meant all humans are bald monkeys.
I knew what you meant, but it was probably a good idea to clarify.
So to just take it back a step, now that I've given you the police's side of this story, let me give you the rest of the story.
Ooh, you're fucking Paul Harvey now.
Yeah. This is
the
directly
rest of the story.
This is directly from CNN's website. Jonathan Farrell, a 24-year-old North Carolina man, suffered a severe late-night crash. His car slipped into a ravine. He had to kick his way out the back windshield. This article is not terrifically written, but I don't want to distract on it.
Even more poorly read.
Yeah. He managed to get out of the car and go to a nearby home, where he knocked on the door repeatedly for help. When police arrived, he approached them, and one shot him repeatedly, killing him on the spot. The officer is being charged with manslaughter. Police say he had no cause to shoot Farrell. The cop was, the police are saying this. He was off the hook. It was completely the wrong decision. So, dude got in a terrible car crash, went for help, and a lady called 911. Not a terribly irresponsible decision to make. And then he got shot dead by the people because he thought they were there to help him.
The right decision to make.
On her part, sure, yeah.
So what you're telling me is he didn't run at the police angrily.
No, he
ran
said,
at
"Oh,
them
thank God."
frantically.
Yeah. He probably said, "Oh, thank God."
And they fucking killed him?
Shot him dead. I'll tell you a little bit more about this man.
One more example of the fucking cops reaching for fucking guns and fucking putting bullets in fucking people, many different types of people, for no fucking reason. And it just so happened he was large and black.
Jonathan Farrell is a former football player for the Florida A&M University and was transferring to school in Charlotte to be with his fiancée. He held down 2 jobs. This was a good and hard-working member of society. And he got shot for no good reason by an officer. This is just another reason why cops should have cameras. I bet some of this cop's actions in the past might have red flagged him, and if they were wearing cameras, perhaps Jonathan Farrell doesn't get shot today because this cop might have been under review for his behavior. Perhaps, I don't know. I mean, maybe he was just nervous and he freaked out and he shot a guy. It doesn't make it okay, and he is being brought up on voluntary manslaughter charges.
I don't like what you've done to me here.
Sorry.
I don't like the way you did that to me at all.
I'm sorry about that.
There was an emotional roller coaster. There were ups, there were downs.
Yeah.
I don't even know how I feel right now outside angry.
I'm confused and half chubbed. I don't know.
And scared. And I don't know. Bad man shoot good man. I don't know. But maybe good man shoot good man. I don't know.
I just couldn't believe that story when I read it.
Where was this? Where?
North Carolina. That was in North Carolina. There's more. Actually, there's another story about police being a little bit trigger happy, quick on the draw. Also, later Saturday night, this was early Saturday afternoon, evening in North Carolina. Later on in New York City. This from Slate.com. 2 police officers hit a pair of innocent bystanders Saturday night when they opened fire on a 35-year-old man who repeatedly pretended to point a gun at them with his hands, reports the New York Daily News.
Bang.
Yeah, like that.
Bang.
Yeah. Like, make the gun in your hand shape. And
Did
point
he
it
pull
at
the trigger
cop.
down with the thumb?
I don't know.
Bang, bang, bang.
I don't know.
Bang, bang. Yeah. Pew, 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 pew.
Reportedly,
every 5-year-old boy on Earth.
Reportedly, the man was acting erratically near the Port Authority bus terminal, this close to Times Square. When so 2 officers confronted him. He was running into traffic, I hear. As this is not part of the story I'm reading, but he was running into traffic, like, just trying to get hit by cars. He was crazy, weird guy, right?
Uh-huh. My microphone was cold.
So, the 2 cops get him, and he reaches into his pocket, takes out his hand, and simulated as if he was shooting at them.
Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah, just like that. The officers fired 3 shots, missing the man.
Real. They weren't using their finners.
In New York City.
They were real bullets.
In New York City, near the Port Authority bus terminal close to Times Square. Now, I only know New York from video games, but I know where Times Square is, and I know how many video game characters they put in Times Square.
For you to run over.
It's a little bit much to think of cops being out there just shooting up the place. They fired 3 times, completely missing the man, but they did manage to hit a 54-year-old woman in the knee, and they grazed a 35-year-old woman's ass. Something bit me. It's the most unsexy voiced woman ever to get shot in the ass. The only thing the individual had on his person was a wallet, which was recovered from his right rear pocket. Kelly said, but that doesn't really matter. What was Police Commissioner Kelly said, but it doesn't really matter what you found on him. Why did you shoot 3 rounds at a man shooting a pretend gun at you? In traffic,
bang, motherfucker.
In New York City, out in the open, they fucking fired 3 times. What the? They could have killed a baby.
Fuck, man. Fuck those pigs.
I don't agree with fuck those pigs, but I do agree.
I
they
don't
could
really
have
either.
Killed a baby.
Yeah, I don't really agree with fuck those pigs either. I just felt like saying it.
So that's it for the cops go on a shooting spree.
All I can hear is Bubba shut the jukebox, and the charge of the cop giving him reckless discharge of the gun, and he says reckless hell. I hit where I was aiming.
Yeah, I like that song.
That's all I can think of now. With cops recklessly firing their firearms all over the place.
So that's it for the shooting spree. On cops.
Cop shooting spree. That's it for the cop shooting spree.
Yeah.
Oh.
Today, there was a pretty big tragedy went down.
Yes.
Washington, D.C. We record on Monday, so by Wednesday when we release, we could find out anything about this. We don't really have a lot on it. We do know that the shooter was killed, and his name is now dead guy.
Okay.
Just like it should be.
Okay.
His name is Aaron Alexis.
Okay.
We don't know anything about the motives. They had 3 suspects.
Other than his porn name?
Yeah, definitely. It's a big motivator.
My fucking parents, man, they named me with a porn name, and I got 4 inches of hard meat, man.
We do know.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
They had 3 suspects, including the dead shooter. They released one of them and said there's no reason to continue an investigation on this person. They were completely nothing to do with it.
Or the world's best actor. Dun dun dun.
Or that. We have 12 dead people and the shooter, so 13 total dead.
Well, one of them deserved it.
Yes, one of them most certainly did deserve it. But that's really all we have on that. There's not a whole lot of news that's really well researched. It's all the news people saying all the same things and using inflammatory language. Corey, would you like to use inflammatory language about this, or would you like to wait
this
until we
time
know
I'm
more?
going to go the other way. And,
Okay.
all jokes aside, thoughts and prayers to the families that are affected by this disgusting waste of human life.
Yes. Speaking of waste of human lives,
Stop talking about me like that.
I think it's time to move on to our final story in the news tonight. One of our favorites. A Texas man serves up some righteous comeuppance.
Comeuppance. You. I don't know which one of us is dirtier. You for comeuppance or me for thinking it's dirty.
Sir, I am a wordsmith.
You are a cocksmith is what you are.
I make cocks. I do not make cocks. That'd be a pretty cool job, though. I mean, working at like a dong factory or something. It's probably a horrible job. I bet it's like 13-year-old Thai girls doing that job.
Making rubber-stamped fucking double-headed black dildos. 14 inches long, 7 inches around.
You go all the way. When you think of a dildo, you don't just think of a dildo.
No. I think it's a monstrosity. I think of the Popeye fist.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And the hammer. And the hammer it takes to insert the Popeye fist. Ding, 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 ding.
So, in Shiner, Texas.
Shiner?
Shiner.
Shiner? Good old Shiner, eh?
No, that's Shiner, Canada.
Oh. Shit.
Oh. About that.
About that shit.
I thought it was fucking Canada, eh? I love Canadians. I do. In Shiner, Texas.
Why, thank you.
Not you, the real Canadians.
Oh, go fuck yourself then.
Hearing his 5-year-old daughter crying from behind a barn, a father ran to discover the unthinkable. A man molesting his daughter. The father pulled the man off his daughter, authorities say, and started pummeling him to death with his fists. And then I'd like to add that he then finished pummeling the man to death with his fist.
The way that would read if any of these so-called internet journalists...
This from the Huffington Post.
Who I like. But nobody can write. Nobody.
Read your shit. After you type your shit, read your shit.
Read it. That sentence doesn't make any sense.
Have somebody else read it. I'll read it.
That sentence should have read, man proceeded to pummel to death with his fist.
I would be okay with started pummeling him to death with his fists and then finished the job.
Pummeled him to death with his fists, but also eloquently finish that statement.
You don't
with
just
less words.
You don't just start pummeling somebody to death.
No, you pummel to death with fists.
You either attempt to or do. There is no start.
Yeah, it was either assault or killed.
Anyway, to get to the meat and potatoes of this one.
Leave my potatoes out of this.
All right, fair enough.
God, was that hacky radio guy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
You got anything for me here?
I do. I
Nothing.
Have, from the 911 call.
Oh, okay.
So, dude found the dude molesting his daughter. Like, both their pants were off. Shit was bad. Dude pulled this guy off his daughter and beat him to death with his fists.
Oh, good for him.
This is what we call,
in every sense of the word, good for him.
Effective parenting.
Yes. This is yes.
There are some times that it's okay to just let your fucking monkey take over and worry about the consequences later.
Back to that bald monkey.
This dude totally had it coming, man. This is exactly what should happen to everybody who rapes somebody. It would certainly stop some people from committing the act of rape if they knew what would happen to them.
Maybe it would be a better deterrent. I don't know though. Rape's one of those things that it's not thinking man's crime. It's a guttural thing. Robbery. You don't just do it out of fucking some kind of deep thing. You're desperate and you need money, so you rob for it or
Some
whatever.
people do rob just to rob.
The thrill of robbing, maybe. Rape is a different kind of monstrous, guttural thing.
Yeah.
There's
something wrong
demon there. That's not a regular kind of crime. That's not a regular kind of fucking deviant behavior. That's a different kind of thing.
So after this man beat this man to dying,
to where he fucking belonged. Okay,
to dying. He called 911.
Wow. This man deserves a fucking medal.
He called 911.
He's a fucking humanitarian.
And the 911 call is pretty frantic. But at one point, the father screams. He's very frustrated. Apparently, their house is remote. Where this all went down is very remote, and the 911 operator couldn't find the property on the map. And the guy was like,
not the highest paid professional employees, 911 operators.
No. To quote from the story, he's going to die, the father screams, swearing at the dispatcher. He's going to fucking die. The nearly 5-minute call begins with the father saying he beat up a man he found raping his daughter. The father grows increasingly frazzled, shouting into the phone so loudly at times that the call becomes inaudible. This guy told the 911 operator that he was just going to drive the guy to the hospital and, send an ambulance in his general direction. Dude was like really concerned that he killed somebody. This guy's going to be a little fucked up about this. But you know what, guy? You did the right fucking thing.
Don't be. I hope that when you're done finding what you have to find out of this situation, you can fucking sleep at night. Good for you, sir.
Yeah.
You're a fucking humanitarian who deserves a Nobel fucking Peace Prize. Good for you.
And
Good for you. You're a fucking hero.
This citizen acted responsibly.
You're a fucking hero.
He saw something bad happening and he did something about it. And he did it in a permanent and problem-solving way that I just have to like.
And did it fucking kind of Batman style.
Yeah.
Beat him to death, but didn't want to kill him, but
right,
he kind of died anyways.
I'll even bring him to the hospital.
But fuck him anyways.
But yeah, fuck him anyways. Fuck that guy. He has a name, and I don't care what it is.
What's the dad's name?
He also
you have
has
that?
a name. And the guy he killed was Jesus.
He killed Jesus?
Well, molester Jesus. Chester the molester Jesus.
Jesus the molester. There's an indie film here somewhere.
I don't have his name.
Jesus the molester.
It's in here somewhere, but I don't want to fill up a bunch of dead space with his name.
No, I would like to find it so I can give him
so
a
I don't
shout.
have it. You know what though? It's time for break. So while we're on break,
I
will find his name. While I'm finding his name, listener, find our Facebook page and find the link for the survey thing and vote for AirWreckRadio as best podcast. Please, please, please.
Coming up next on AirWreckRadio, some more insightful and delicious podcasting. Ooh, thank you for listening.
Hey, pretty lady with your eyes so wide, you got me crying out, begging like a child for some of your love, your love. Can't get your images out of my mind. The way you're shaking, baby, looking so fine, and I want all of your love, your love. And I don't know you, but our worlds have just decided to collide. You may have some doubts, but I wish you would just put them all aside. Cause it's so damn hot outside. You got a flame burning hotter than the sunshine. 55 and free. You got me dreaming of shaking your tree. The way you do the things you do, the way you move, got me feeling down bad and blue. Hit the brakes, we're spinning around. The dirty things you do turn me upside down.
2013 final ballot best local podcast. You know, AirWreck was talking shit about us the other day.
On Twitter or on their show?
On their show.
What were they saying?
They're like, everyone, they do a really good job in their podcast, but let me put this nicely. Fuck them, vote for us. And I loved it. And then they said they were going to throw empty beer bottles at us.
Yeah, RochesterCityNewspaper.com. Second Prince Podcast. We're the first one in that category to vote for. So vote for us.
Yeah.
And, I like Stacy and Corey, but they can both take a nut.
Yeah. Don't fucking throw beer bottles at me. You assholes.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck those guys.
Yeah.
Vote for us.
Yeah. But check out their show because it's a good show.
I've got a special place on my balls for each of them guys.
Now we're taking it way farther than they did. They were just going to be like, fuck those guys, and I'm going to throw some beer bottles at you. Oh. Now we're like getting real bad.
Sorry,
AirWreck Radio. Check them out, AirWreckRadio.com. They're a great show.
It's a great show. Not the best in Rochester.
It's
obviously
way
us.
not. Definitely not.
That was Living Up on the Hill by our friends Band Brothers, available on their CD, Almost There, where you can find and all the usual suspects, including iTunes.
We should check back in with them.
Yeah, it might not be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Thank you all for continuing to choose AirWreck Radio as your listening pleasure.
Yeah, I don't know why you keep doing it, but some of you keep doing it. So thanks to you.
So we're going to keep doing it. It's been an exciting, action-packed, fun-filled, guestless show yet again.
Yes. You know what? I think that what we needed to get this show started was guests to help us get in a swing of things. You know, if you have an appointment, you're going to keep it. But I feel like currently, guests, not something we absolutely need.
No, not absolutely. It's nice for having new, fresh content for the listeners. But nothing absolutely new.
I enjoy having guests, don't get me wrong. But I think that, you know...
Listen, pal, I've gotten you wrong.
Whatever.
The wrong has been gotten.
Good. I sent it airmail so that you would get it quickly.
Ooh, via AirWreck.
Yeah, AirWreck.
Mail, AirWreck mail.
Hey, folks, that reminds me. If you email us, I will put you on our show.
Name, address, picture of your genitals. No? You don't want pictures of the genitals?
Email us, and I will send you tickets to the Hideaway Brewery recording of AirWreck Radio.
That's a fun gig.
Yeah.
That's a fun little gig.
Yep.
Let's make them win it. How can we make them win it, sir?
By simply emailing us with their name and address.
And genital pictures.
I don't
Most
really want
convincing
those.
genital pictures win.
Send those to Corey only. Please.
No, please drop by the Facebook and drop those on the main page.
You know what? Send them to AirWreckRadio.com. Or, yeah, that one.
Yeah, okay.
Send them there.
Eric, just go to AirWreckRadio.com and go to the old leave a comment box. You can do it there.
No, that's cheap. Email us.
Okay, AirWreckRadio at AirWreckRadio.com.
There it is. That's the one.
No problem right there, pal.
Type in an assload of letters that spell AirWreck Radio at AirWreckRadio.com. Send us your address. I will send you tickets to our show.
And a picture of his genitals.
I will not. Incorrect, sir.
Mer.
Reaching for content.
That's not there.
Must fill silence
with noises. That is classic radio guy's worst fear.
Werewolves? Silent werewolves.
Yeah, that one right there. That
Dead air wolves.
Yes. Dead air wolves. They will literally say anything just to make sure that noise is going into a microphone and people don't look at their radio to make sure that it's tuned in. However, there's a strategic thing in. Huh? Oh, okay.
I hate whenever I hear a silence and I'm listening to something. I'm like,
you always check to make sure it's still working.
My shit's busted. My server's backed up. Something's wrong. I hate it.
I hate it. It's broken. I can't do it. I can't do it anymore.
That's why I can't listen to monologue casts. It's
hard. It's
hard because they pause and they pontificate,
anticipate,
shun.
Yeah,
and it's so fucking irritating to listen to. So fucking irritating, in fact, that I would like to formally apologize to everybody for having just done it on purpose.
But you got to get over being afraid of it. It happens.
No, I hate it.
It's part of a conversation, and that's what we're going for here.
No, I mean, conversation is one thing, but like monologuing, when one guy is just like trying to line up his thoughts, and he...
Well, I mean, you could edit that the fuck out.
I'm saying, it's so easy to do. Like, why wouldn't you? Some guys don't. They think it's part of their fucking genius, and I'm like, you're right. The things that you say between the times you're talking, that is when you're being genius.
Well, I don't edit the silences out of AirWreck at all. I never take silence out of AirWreck.
No, I know. I know that.
If it's there, it's there. That's we're not here to do a super refined, like overly refined radio production here. We're somewhere between a radio show and a podcast.
Yeah, this free shit is free. Doesn't
exactly. Fuck off.
We have precisely 6 hours a week to spend on this. And that's what it takes.
And you get at least 2 of them.
Yep.
So feel fucking privileged.
Yep. What do we do in the other 4 hours?
Drink and laugh a lot.
Oh, I think we also research stuff. You know, we ask the internet to tell us what to say.
Yeah, we set up a lot of
Yeah.
equipment. Yeah, that takes at least a good,
Yeah, there are
minutes.
definitely more screens on the table now than are necessary. It's like we're playing battle screens.
And you're ahead.
I am, absolutely. I have
You're ahead by 2.5.
Shit looks like a super center in here. It's ridiculous. Especially with all the beer cans strewn about.
Get your cheap laptops here. Cheap laptops.
Hey, man, I got this laptop at Rent-A-Center. This was not a cheap laptop.
This laptop cost me 4 times its price value.
Mm-hmm.
But 7 years later,
I have put probably $80 total into it.
That includes the $10 power cord you just bought.
That includes the $10 power board, the motherboard, the keyboard, the processor, and the battery. Everything but the screen has been replaced on this computer for less than $80.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Glad you did that quick math for our podcast listeners.
I even got an updated processor.
Ooh.
Came with the motherboard.
Well,
I bought a
well
used
yeah,
one.
because it doesn't work. Yeah,
Yeah.
They're integrated.
It's a Dell 1501. It's the shit.
Yo.
Except for like that you can't touch the screen and have things happen.
Not quite the shit then.
Nah.
No. Oh well.
Yeah, whatever.
You'll slowly move into the modern age. You have exactly like 4 times the amount of things that you can touch and things happen that I do.
Is that an exact figure?
No, 3 times. I have 1.
Ah.
You have at least 3. If you
Yeah.
count your old phone, 4.
I do count my old phone because that shit's still going. How many of your old phones are still working?
I trade them in.
Yeah. Because you don't want to continue to suck old dicks.
No, they're stinky.
Stupid iPhones.
You can't
Ugh.
get that.
Did you know?
You can't
Did
get
you
the
know,
taste of
Corey?
old
This
dick
is
out of your
going to
mouth.
light you right up. Did you know that the new iPhone is going to be made out of an alloy created by combining unobtainium with precious trinium?
Go fuck yourself. Did
True.
you know?
I heard it.
Did you know that my new partner is going to be less of a fucking asswipe?
Which new partner?
That one.
Aw. Which one? The one on Sports Rec?
No.
We haven't talked about Sports Rec.
I know, but I don't want to.
Well, we can certainly talk about the Bills getting their first win to kick off an undefeated season straight to 24 straight Super Bowl wins.
It can't be an undefeated season. We already lost.
No, from here on, undefeated. For 24 years, we're going to win the Super Bowl. I'm calling it now, folks. Remember, you heard it on AirWreck Radio first.
And only.
And only.
Ever.
And incorrectly. This is probably also true.
No, not probably. I guarantee you that's wrong.
And you call yourself a fan.
24 years running, I'm pretty sure is wrong.
Dude, we got a new quarterback and a new head coach. When was the last time that went wrong for us?
Every 3 years for the last 17.
Oh, is it that often?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's what we do.
Yeah, about that. Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, this is the one.
8 quarterback and head coach regimes we've been through since 2001.
Yeah, whatever. This is the one. This is the one. From now on, 24 straight Super Bowls. Winning.
Winning?
Winning.
No.
No?
Wrong.
Well, it was still a pretty good game.
Yeah, good game. Last Sunday was a pretty good game against an okay team.
It was heart-wrenching.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of that.
Well, when two okay... It's like when a mostly immovable object comes into contact with a mostly unstoppable force. You get a mediocre event happening.
Yeah, a lot of sacks though. Fucking Super Mario, the $100 million man, out there on the field earning every dollar of his pay.
4 of them in that game that I saw. They
5.5.
Was it 5 in just that game?
In that game.
Jesus Christ!
6.5 in the season.
Well, it's about
2 weeks into the season, 6.5 sacks. Ooh, it's gonna suck to be any quarterback he touches this year.
It's nice to see him out there
earning his $100 million,
being the guy we paid for. Yeah,
Super fucking Mario, baby, out there. Him and big Kyle Williams, Marcel Darius, and whoever they're rotating in on the end this week. Is making a great front four attack.
Yeah.
The defense looks mean. Offense, not showing the production that we'd like to see. But E.J. Manuel showed some great poise in the last half of that game.
He is a very level-headed seeming quarterback.
He did not get shaken at all.
And he's not afraid to lob it, man, and I like it.
I actually disagree with that statement. He's up until the last quarter of that game, he's been playing very conservative. He's been very afraid to throw the ball much more than a quick pinch or slant.
Well, I think compared to who was the quarterback for the Panthers, please?
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton,
who's got a huge long ball.
He threw a lot of long passes.
Lots.
He was literally just throwing away yards because I don't think he connected more than.
No, he always overthrows. Cam Newton always overthrows his receivers. Always.
Yeah. I mean, did he connect any of those big bombs?
A couple, but nothing.
not enough to have considered all the wasted downs.
Yeah, no.
Like, I like to see the long ball now.
But it's not necessarily his fault, man. The NFL receivers have been a friggin' joke this year. You were a paid NFL player. Your job is to come down with the fucking ball. Sometimes the ball isn't perfectly in your numbers. Sometimes you got to jump for it, reach for it, grab for it. Sometimes you got to pull it down and make sure you're still holding on it when your coverage is crawling up your ass. That's why they call you an NFL fucking wide receiver.
Yeah, but if you bust a pinky, dude, you're done.
Bust a pinky, fine, dude. They're dropping passes out of their hands and off their chests all over the NFL this year. Constantly. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
And if you want to hear more rants like that, and even more educated football talk, because
you'll have another
Coach
guy
Buck,
in the room that can go that deep.
Coach Buck knows his fucking football. If you want to check that out, check out SportsRec. You can find that right on the AirWreckRadio.com homepage. And, of course, SportsRec on Facebook. Please check it out and like it.
How long until we get SportsRec on Spreaker? Is that ever going to happen, or is it just because it's currently hosted at our site?
No, it can happen. It's just been a lack of the production staff and the management of our delightful podcast.
I see.
Doing his fucking job.
Got it.
Yeah. It's just me. Last week's episode of SportsRec isn't even posted yet.
Nice.
Yeah, it was supposed to go up today, and I didn't do it.
That's good productorialship. I'm glad you're better at AirWreck. I'm glad about that.
Well, this is the flagship, sir.
It is a ship with no flag. Well, we actually do have a flag.
You made the fucking flag.
We actually don't have a ship, but we do have a flag.
We do have a flag, no ship, but no flagship.
Yeah, whatever. If you wave it, they will come, right?
You know your new graphic. Boat. Sail. Flag.
Graphic shit. I'm going to get me a Pontiac Sunfire, and I'm going to turn it into a catamaran.
A Sunfire? Why a Sunfire?
America's Cup, here we come. Because I think it'd be awesome. Plus, a Sunfire...
That'd be the one and only time a Sunfire was awesome.
A Sunfire comes in a convertible and is roughly the size of a bass boat.
Well, yeah, I can see that, especially the two-door.
So throw a couple pontoons on it and weld the top half of the Sunfire to the bottom half of a bass boat. You got yourself a Sunfire catamaran.
Okay.
It's just a thought that I've had for a while. I just don't have the facilities or ambition to build it.
Send that idea to David's Farm.
What's that?
An interesting YouTube channel you can check out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called David's Farm. He does great works with something called a redneck roller coaster. And he does great work with airbags.
Huh.
Car airbags.
Like car airbags.
Like what Crown Victoria airbags do.
Nice. I once saw a video of a dude sitting on a stack of tires and they put an airbag in it.
What kind? It depends what brand.
I don't know. The tires?
No, the fucking airbag.
Oh, I don't know that either. Because who cares? They put an airbag. It was on YouTube.
Because I've seen different types of airbags go off, and like a Saturn airbag is nothing compared to a Grand Marquis or a Taurus airbag or a Crown Vic airbag. I mean,
they put a guy on a stack of tires in a shop with like about a 14-foot ceiling, and they blew off an airbag in the bottom, and he bounced off the ceiling and hit the concrete floor.
Ow!
Yeah, ouch.
It was a big one. It was a Crown Vicker.
It definitely was in a confined space, and it blew him to the ceiling and back to the ground.
I've seen people do it with toilets. They had him in toilets, and it blew them off the toilets.
I wouldn't say that he looked injured, but he didn't.
I know he was injured.
To be moving.
He didn't look to be injured so much as he looked to be deceased. Speaking of sports.
Speaking of sports.
And deceased people. I'm tired.
Dead people.
I'm tired to hear more about SportsRec. I'm tired of hearing announcers talk about players who look shaken. He looks shaken, lying on the field, wiggling and writhing and moaning. He looks shaken. No, fucker. He looks hurt. That looks like pain. I know what pain looks like, and that's it.
I mean, it is my last name, after all.
Oh, what?
I'm not doing that again.
No, bullshit, you're not.
No, it's somebody else's bit, and I don't want to take it.
Bullshit.
It's so fun to do, though.
I know.
What's that you say?
Exactly. See, I told you. Bullshit. Sorry, I just wanted to get that out there. Fucking, I'm tired of sports announcers in general, especially Chris Collinsworth. Fuck Chris Collinsworth. That was for Dave at Second Prince.
Okay.
Fuck Chris Collinsworth. Go Dave at Second Prince.
Yes.
And John.
If you're not going to vote for AirWreckRadio for best podcast,
then fucking fuck
I
off.
recommend that you hang yourself. Ariel Castro has a rope he's not using anymore, so you can probably use that to hang yourself. But if you insist on not voting for us and not hanging yourself in shame, vote for Second Prince Podcast as best podcast.
You know, they could use the ego boost.
You guys are welcome for that wholehearted, enthusiastic endorsement.
You worthless pieces of crap.
But seriously, I love their podcast. I do. I enjoy it. I enjoy their podcast enough to read comic books just so that I know what the fuck they're talking about.
I certainly enjoy their friendship enough to pretend like I care about comic books long enough to enjoy.
The moral of the story: vote for AirWreckRadio. If you don't vote for AirWreckRadio, kill yourself. If you're too much of a pussy for that, vote for Second Prince Podcasts.
Pussy.
Vote for somebody. Vote for anybody. Vote for best pizza. I don't care. Do the survey. The city newspaper needs everybody to do stuff for them so that they can continue to be relevant. And we really want them to continue to be relevant because they have a contest that we're part of. And we want you to vote for us.
And they are an interesting little newspaper, actually, with
Absolutely
great
are.
local little tidbits.
Hey, man, keep newspapers alive. There's got to be money in journalism, and print is pretty cool, too, I guess.
Did you just really back that floundering horse?
Yep. Yeah, I did.
All right, good for you for taking a stance,
I'm
sir.
stick with it.
All right, way to back a...
You heard it here first. Newspapers the way of the future.
Coming from podcasters, that's great. So is radio.
Continue listening to podcasts.
Brand new.
Particularly this podcast.
What do you like to catch on the radio programs, little Jimmy?
I like to listen to the commercials because they play more of them than they play content.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a good answer.
Is that the right answer?
That's the right answer.
Oh, God, I hate the radio. Ugh.
Well, that's why we're in podcasting.
You know what else I hate? Podcasts. Especially this one. So I'm done doing it for tonight. Aren't you done doing it for tonight, too?
I was done about an hour ago.
Folks, thanks for joining us. Email us, Twitter us, Facebook us, like us, do stuff, vote for us. Send us pictures to Corey of your
genitals,
I guess. I don't know.
Stop being such a square.
You're gonna get a bunch of selfies from fat dudes.
Wait, we know people other than fat dudes? That's what I was expecting. Listen, the number one demographic of AirWreck Radio is women between 18 and 24.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the only one sending you pictures.
Sweet.
Alright, everybody, thanks again. Good night.
Now, wouldn't you know it? There goes the phone again. It's probably just another wrong number, but someone tried to sell me something I can't even see. Well, I got the solution. How to deal with this insanity. Just sit down in my easy chair and take a big sip of my sassafras.
I'd like to extend a very special thanks to Kevin McLeod of Incompect.com, freesounds.org, Audacity Software, GIMP graphic editors, all our band friends, our guests tonight, my dear friend Stacy, and all you, our loyal listeners.
It's getting near evening, the sun going down. I guess I should shake a leg, climb in my car and roll downtown. Check out the city lights, all decked out in a tux and a tie. But I'm sitting in my easy chair, taking a sip of my sassafras. the solution.